Hi you guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Allie Wilkins. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you're coming back, I'm glad to have you back here. So today we're going to talk about using crystals for healing, but I mean, that could be a long session, right? So I'm just going to talk specifically about how I give myself crystal healing sessions. There are a lot of smaller ways you can do that. So I'll start out with that and then show you exactly what it is that I do to create this like beautiful healing ambience for myself that doesn't cost any money other than getting yourself some crystals, which you probably already have. And it gives you this really spa-like experience that's just like deeply transformative and it costs nothing. So, basics. Crystals have energy. Crystals have healing energy. You can utilize different crystals to support your own healing, physical ailments, things that are going on mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Crystals hold different energies that unlock and help to balance our chakra system. So I have like a bunch of crystals here to show you when I show you how I do my healing sessions. So we'll just look at a few of them just as sort of basics, okay? So for example, labradorite, I hope that you guys, oh yeah, you can see the flash in this. It's so pretty. So labradorite is a stone that's really good for spiritual work. It helps to heal energy leaks. It helps to protect you from negative forms of energy coming in. So this is something that actually right now, like on the other side of this camera, I have labradorite on both of my windowsills to protect energy from coming in and protect my own energy as well. I also keep labradorite around me when I'm doing sessions with clients, when I'm doing Akashic record readings, or even just coaching sessions, because it helps to protect my own energy or from me taking on too much energy from a client. I might use something like lapis lazuli. This is a very, there's a lot of fake lapis lazuli. This one is actually this was pretty expensive. This is a very nice piece of lapis lazuli and you can tell by the bright color. And I don't say it's expensive for any other reason other than there are fake crystals, and specifically lapis lazuli is one of them because it's actually becoming really rare. Just as a side note, one of the mines or something in Afghanistan or Iran, someone was telling me this, someone who sells specifically lapis lazuli crystals, and I've heard it from others as well, that it's becoming a lot more rare, so it's becoming very expensive. So just be on the lookout, like really tune into your energy of, is something off with this crystal, because there are people selling fakes. Anyways, so let's look at this malachite piece. This is something I would use for heart healing. As I said that, this beautiful big bird just flew over the window. This is something I would use for heart healing. Now it's green, it's the color of the heart chakra, which can also be shown as pink, but I think it's more green. This is something that sometimes if I'm upset, I will literally stick it in my shirt, or I'll sleep with it and hold it. You can also think about the size of your crystals. What am I going to use them for? So for example, there are polished pieces. So this one, you see, this is jasper. I forget. It's leopard jasper. This is a really good crystal for grounding. So, but you see that there's no real like points on this crystal. It's just like a sphere and it's polished. Then there's also going to be raw crystals. So this is a piece of blue calcite that's raw. There's also not points to it. I don't think, oh, you know what I do? I have a point right here. Luckily I have crystals everywhere. So this is a pointed, this is a point, this is citrine, and the point actually is what's directing the energy. So if I was laying on a bed or laying down and I want the energy to be coming into me, I can actually place this point here and the energy from the crystal is going to be moving towards my head, towards my body. So you utilize the points of like, where is the energy flowing? That's what the points signify. It doesn't matter whether a crystal is polished or raw. Some people think that if it's polished, it has less energy. I don't. I just think that it's what you prefer. Certain crystals I really love when they're polished, and other crystals I prefer to be raw. Like, for example, this garnet piece, I really love how this is raw, just how it looks. But it is actually shaped. So you can see there's like a hexagonal shape on the back, but it's not really polished, but it's been shaped down. So all those things you can keep in mind when you're choosing your crystals to support you. But also just looking at the colors. So it's kind of hard to see actually in this light. It's this deep purple, like blood red color, really. This deep, like, aubergine. Is that a color? It's actually the color of my shirt. So this I will actually place right on my womb. I use this with my root chakra. This is something that I'll use for like deep root healing. What else do I want to show you? Amethyst. Amethyst is sort of like if you have a crystal, you need to have an amethyst. If there's going to be one, amethyst or clear quartz. So amethyst, you can see there's a lot of little points on here, but it's in its raw form. So someone just like cut this rock in half. I have other pieces right here. I have a big altar right behind here with a few different amethyst pieces. These have a lot smaller points. But noticing, like, if you think about what do I want to utilize a crystal for, think about the size when you purchase them. So, for example, this one is really easy. Now I'll just, well, there's so much I want to tell you. Okay, this, if I'm doing a crystal healing for myself, this is very easy to just stick right at the top of my head and have all the energy pouring right into me, right? So that's not the reason that I bought that one. I just bought it because I liked the size, but it works very well for that. Now, this crystal might be something that I actually want to, or for example, this one is something that I might actually want to put on my body. So having something really big and heavy might not be the best solution if I'm looking for something particularly for that. So quickly, before we go into how I do my actual crystal healing sessions for myself and for others, you see I'm just wearing this clear quartz. This is something so easy that you can do on a daily basis. I also will make myself, depending on what I need. I feel like when you make your own stuff, it just adds to the energy. So I made all these different bracelets. If I'm feeling like I need heart healing, I'll put this malachite on and wear those bracelets that day. If I feel like I need some grounding energy, I'll put tiger's eye, and I forget what this other one is. It's a form of carnelian, I think. I'll put these on. If I feel like I want to access more of my intuition, I'll put lapis lazuli on. And I'll wear that for the day. So I was just doing a session, so I was wearing this one because I wanted my energy to remain clear, right? So you can also just do simple things like that. If you're in a bathtub, you can put certain crystals in the bath. You just have to look up if you're able to, like selenite, which is this here, will dissolve in water. But like this one has gone into the bath with me like hundreds of times. So you can also bring the energy of crystals into your bath. At nighttime, I sleep with crystals. I used to sleep with like a variety of crystals. Sometimes I still will, but I actually heard that can, it's not bad, but it's better to sleep with clear quartz crystals because otherwise the crystal might taint the sort of energy that comes into your dream time, which isn't necessarily bad. If you're like having a lot of nightmares, maybe you could sleep with rose quartz. Like, I just want loving thoughts, right? Or if you're having a lot of anxiety, you could sleep with this. This I actually had under my bed for a period of time. I got a phone call, so I got disrupted. But anyways, so now's a good time that we can switch into looking at how to create your own healing session. So here's how I do it. There's no right or wrong way to do this. These are just some components that might, give you new ideas, give you some tips. So by placing crystals on our body, it helps our body to actually absorb the energy, and we can balance our chakras doing this. We can also create certain intentions for specific healing sessions. So the first thing that I'll do is think about what my intention is for a healing session. Maybe I'm like really sad and I need a lot of loving energy. Maybe I'm really angry and need a lot of grounding energy. Maybe I just want like a full body balance. Maybe I want to just relax and rest for a bit and, clear energy. So think first about what is my intention for this experience? What is it that I'm wanting to cultivate? Then I'll burn sage throughout the house. So I have like a cool little selenite bowl here that I keep my sage in. But I'll burn sage throughout the space that I'm going to be practicing in or I'm going to be doing my work in to clear the energy. And I will set my little space up. So also with sage, you can use, I love sage spray. It's really easy to make. I'm going to put another video here about how to make sage spray. So I'll put that up in the corner here. But I'll just spray some sage this way, that one in my eye. It smells so good. You can do that as well. Okay. Now here's what I personally do. It's just 1:44 on the clock, so this is right. You should do this too. I love acupressure mats. this might look really scary to you. It's not. So it is a little uncomfortable at first, but it hits your meridian lines. It's sort of like a quarter way version of doing real acupuncture. So these mats are like $20 on, I'm looking for the brand name. They're like $20 on Amazon. You can use them a million times. And you just, so you lay on this, I will lay on this, and you can wear a shirt if you want, but I don't. I just lay on it totally naked because that's how you're going to get the best result from it. But you can look up the benefits of that itself. I enjoy laying on those. So I'll set that out, and then I will pick music. So I just like want to amplify the momentum of whatever my intention is. So there's this app, it's $5. I've been using this for like 5 years probably, and it's really cool. So it has all of these different tones you can choose from for different chakras. So you can say, okay, I want the root chakra, and then there's like this scroll thing, and you think about the noise you want. So I'm going to listen to thunder noise. It's going to have the base frequency of the root chakra, and then you can set a timer. So I want to do it for 30 minutes. So it has all of these different options. I love this app. It's worth the $5, I promise. But you can also just think about, okay, my intention is to have a heart healing experience. So why don't I find some unconditional love binaural beats? Or why don't I listen to some, maybe it's like Zen garden music. Maybe it's waterfalls flowing. So find the music that's going to accompany that. Create your lighting. I have one of those LED lights that you can change the lighting on. It's like $10 or something on Amazon. So worth it. And you can change the colors. You can just light candles. You can have your salt lamp on, whatever you want. Then I like to, I'll like usually spray some of this. I'll lay down, have all the crystals around me also that I want to support my intention. Lay down, spray some of this, maybe put some frankincense oil on my third eye. Or again, thinking about your intention, what oil might support your experience. So if I'm feeling really ungrounded, maybe I'm going to put some like tree-based oils on my feet. Maybe I'm going to put some sandalwood on my like hips, or maybe I'm going to put, think about the oil that you want that will support that. Then, like I said, thinking about all of the different crystals that are going to help you. So I will literally place them around this mat thing before I lay down on it. So I usually will do like selenite, this is selenite, or clear quartz above my head, above where I'm going to lay. And that's to like clear my energy, whatever's going on up here. Sometimes I might choose to do amethyst. You can't really mess it up. All crystals have positive energy to them, right? They're all going to be helpful in some way. It's just what sort of energy do you feel like you really need to fully balance yourself out? So I might do clear quartz. I might do selenite. I might do, where's that other one? If I'm feeling a lot of anxiety, I might have this above my head. I also have these white solasite crystals. Sometimes I'll be extra and place like 10 of them up here in a pretty little arc, or you could do that with clear quartz. That would be really cool. On my third eye, I'll put a crystal. Usually, so for me, for my third eye, I usually think about like dark blue, purple. Sometimes for some reason brown comes in, even though that's like the opposite of what the third eye should be. But think about, so for example, if I was using the crystals I had right in front of me, I would probably put this here, because lapis lazuli helps you tap into your intuition, helps you tap into spirituality. Okay. On my throat, I would use this actually, or another crystal that's blue, and place it on my throat. I have some smaller ones that I would probably use for right here, because this is kind of clunky on your throat when you're laying down. So this example is perhaps for like a balancing experience. On my heart, I would probably put this malachite here because it's small and light, but I have a million times just placed this right in the center of my chest, this rose quartz piece. Then I would think about, okay, my solar plexus, what do I want there? I want something that's yellow or gold. So where did I put my little citrine piece here? I might do pyrite on my solar plexus, or I might do citrine, something that's like yellow or orange. I've also done orange calcite before, put that on my solar plexus. Then I would go to the sacral area, and depending on what you need here, this is going to really vary, okay? Like carnelian, very activating. This is very much fire energy. So if you put this on your on your sacral or anywhere, it's going to activate energy. It's not going to be like calming, right? Something like this garnet might be a little bit more calming. Again, you can't mess this up. It's just like once you become more aware of what each crystal's energy is, you are more attuned to what your body might be needing in that particular moment. And then at the base, underneath, like in between my legs, right in between my legs, I would put this piece, this grounding one. Or even if you have a black crystal, you could put that there. And then underneath my feet, sometimes I'll put selenite, or I'll put black protective crystals. I might put this like longer rod thing underneath both feet. And then I just lay there with the crystals on my body. I just sit there and lay there and relax and enjoy. And really, you know, you can give yourself your own little meditation. You could even just do a recorded meditation while you're laying there. And I love doing this piece too, using this mat, because this is the neck piece, because it's physically adjusting your body as well while the energy is moving. And, you know, you can even like, if you're really paying attention to the subtle shifts in yourself, you can feel how some of the crystals are affecting you. And I promise, after you lay on a mat for 30 minutes or even just 10 minutes, however much time you have, you're going to feel different. Like you're going to have a shift of some sort, even if it's just because you're laying there for 30 minutes, but utilizing all your crystals that you love and having them around you with the intention of, it's like okay, so crystals will listen to your intention for them. I could say to this amethyst, if I was sleeping with this, which I wouldn't because it's pointy, but I could say like, well, let's use a different one actually. So I could say, there's so many examples. It's like, I could say for this grounding one, please support me in grounding my mental thought patterns, because my anxiety feels off the charts today. Or I could say, please help me attune to Mother Earth's energy. Those are two, you know, they're similar energies, but they're different. They're a few degrees different, right? So, or help me attune to the consciousness of the jungle. Help me attune to the consciousness of feeling really still. Those are different outcomes. So you can talk to the crystal, or just when you set your intention, this is happening, and feel a little bit different, right? You could use a rose quartz of like, I'm being really judgmental. I need to open my heart and stop being so critical. Can you please support me with feeling more open-hearted? Or you could say to a rose quartz, like, the intention could be, my heart's completely broken. Please help me put my heart back together. Please help me, you know, seal these cracks in my heart with gold. Please help me come back to self-love for myself. The crystal emanates the same energy, but it might, for me, I experience it just like it might be a 1 little degree shift of what it's doing differently in your energy body. And if any of this sounds like crazy to you, please understand, we haven't been taught about energy. We don't understand how nuanced energy is. Once you start learning about quantum physics and learning about like how energy actually works, it's like, whoa, all of this is so nuanced, and like, my thought here is affecting something across the world without anybody knowing about it. There's an effect of that. So you might feel crazy, like, please help me heal my heart. I'm gonna stick this in here. But it's like, what's the worst that can happen, first of all? And you're going to feel better. You're going to feel better. So anyways, I hope that you enjoyed this. Let me know if you like to do anything different, or you have any things that you want to add to this video. Put them in the comments. Give us some more ideas of how we can amp up this experience. And if you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Please comment, share, and like it so that more people can find it. I really like sharing ancient wisdom and natural holistic ways that we can support ourselves in really attuning our energy to our most innate version of ourself, coming back into our wholeness. So if you're into that, please subscribe. I'd love to have you in my YouTube community here. And yeah, I hope to see you soon. Bye.